Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm coming to you with the video about my edges. It's an update. I want to update you on how my edges are doing since my postpartum shedding situation. Alright, so I had a baby 10 months ago on December 17th, 2011. Sometime in about April or May, which was 4 or 5 months after having my son, I noticed that my edges were doing something crazy. Like all the hair around my hairline, from the back of my ear over here to the other back of my ear was like broken and like gone. It was like bald. It was really bad and I was really upset about it because, you know, spent all this time doing everything I'm supposed to do as a naturalista to grow my hair nice and thick and long, and then I lose it all for whatever reason. I have no idea. So I had made a video called What's Up With My Edges, like, you know, around that time, and I had just shown the front of my edges, and a few of the ladies were saying to me it's postpartum shedding. And I had already been asked tons of times after having the baby if I was going through the postpartum shedding, so I was thinking that it was that already to begin with, but for whatever reason I just felt like I would have been going through postpartum shedding like right after, like not 4 or 5 months later. So I thought I had like skated through that whole postpartum shedding thing, but I did not. I very much was going through it and I was really upset about it. At that time, I had already started the castor oil challenge in March. So in April, it was like 1 month in, and the castor oil challenges go for 3 months at a time. If you want information on the castor oil challenge, just check the description box. So I decided to just continue using the castor oil. My focus on castor oil prior to the edges situation was more so on the length of my hair and my roots and my ends, because I never had issues with my edges. My edges have always been so thick and luscious, even from the beginning of my journey. So I said, okay, my focus is gonna be my edges. I'll make sure that I'm using the castor oil at least 4 times a week. And I was doing that, using it every couple of days. And then in, I think July, I got some of the Nubian Heritage Indian Hemp and Tamanu Edge Taming Taffy, and I actually have a review on that where I showed you guys my edges prior to having my son, and then I showed you my edges at that time, and it was like so dramatically different. Like you could see it was like peach fuzz because it was just growing back from, you know, it all being bald in April, May, and in July it was just growing back. So that's some background on everything going on with my edges. Now I have continued to use the castor oil. I'm still using the Indian Hemp Edge Taming Taffy to grow back my edges, and my edges are really growing in. I posted the picture on my website for the ladies who are in the castor oil challenge to see as a length check, because my goal for this castor oil challenge is no longer the length of my hair, which is growing crazy. I don't know if you can tell, but my hair is really growing so much. But my goal has been my edges. So I want to show you my edges now. So I want you to think back to my hair being bald, like no edges there, peach fuzz. I'll try to see if I can piece the video in so that you can see it. But if not, I just want you to just think about that. Like in April, which was May, June, July, August, September, October, 6 months ago, it was like bald. And you know the average rate of growth for hair is 1/2 inch every month. So in 6 months time, the maximum, the average that someone could grow their hair is 3 inches. I don't have 3 inches of edges, trust me, but it's definitely grown in. Okay, so these are my edges, and at first glance, you kind of don't even realize that there's a problem with them at all. And that is already an amazing situation, because when I tell you girls I had no edges, I'm telling you I had no edges. And I will link the video in the description box so that you can see it. I really want you to go and take a look at what my edges looked like back in April and in July. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is pull out areas of my edges so you can see them better. Okay. Okay, so here we are. These are this is the area that had broken off and was all bald. All of this. And you can see now it's really thick. See that? It's growing in really thick. And when I pull it back, it's blended into my hair, so you can't really even notice that there's a problem. And I'm gonna do a length check in this section so you can see. You see that? That is about maybe an inch of hair. What would you say? Is that an inch? Yeah, that's like about an inch, right? So that's my situation. And I'm probably not gonna do another full head length check until maybe like December, but you can see obviously the hair right next to it is much longer than 1 inch. So that's my situation with the edges. They are growing in. The breakage that I received from the postpartum shedding is growing back, and I'm really happy about that. I really am happy that I was proactive and I didn't like say, oh my god, what's wrong with my edges, and then not do anything to nurse them back to health. I was really proactive and I started making sure I'm using this castor oil every single week. I'm using it like every other day or whatever, and I'm gonna continue using the Nubian Heritage Edge Taming Taffy. I need to make sure that my edges grow back. So check the description box for all links to everything that I mentioned. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And I want you to tell me, like those of you who maybe just had a baby, or you had a baby a while ago, or you're pregnant now, you know, tell me about your situation with your postpartum, because everyone is different. Some women like lose clumps of hair. So I'm so happy I just lost my edges. I've heard stories of people losing like everything, patches, bald spots. Fortunately for me, I didn't have any of that, thank the Lord. I don't know what I would have done, but you know, tell me about your experiences. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I love you for watching. Bye.